Hey people, waiting day, what's going on? Good evening, a pleasant evening to you all. You're welcome to the live show this evening, and I am Prolific. This is the R4M Studios, the very place where we bring you educative stuff, engaging topics. We get to learn. Like I always love to say, we get to cross pollinate ideas right here. All right, this is also that very platform where you get to meet that very person that you've always envisioned to be with or to spend the rest of your life with. All right, and also the very platform where we get to prepare you just before the very big institution called marriage. Here we believe in not just getting married, change of status. We also believe in staying happily married right here on R4M Ready for Marriage. Also, this is that very platform where you can feel free to send in questions. We believe in confidentiality, all right? So send in your questions, talk about your stories. If you have stories that you want us to talk about, also you feel free to do so. And also, if you need some form of professional counseling, we have counselors right here in the house. You can feel free to send us a DM, and we will reach out to you. Very important. So if you're just joining us this evening, you're driving from work, or you're just trying to settle down, you just got home, or you're in the kitchen watching, or you're still at work, this is the very platform where you can relax, learn, and also engage. We also give you the platform, the opportunity for you to also be able to share your views, your perspective. It's a delight for me this evening to be here tonight, and I really look forward to seeing us also come on the live show. Very important that we get to learn and encourage and challenge each other, from our different backgrounds and experiences. Just before we dive into what we have for tonight, we've had the photo contest that's been ongoing. For those of you who are just joining for the very first time, we have the photo contest that's been ongoing, and it's been quite engaging. Quite engaging. And it'll be great. It'll be great to see the finals, and we're already close to the finals. We're close to the finals. All right. So, but the contestants, if you're watching, this is your opportunity to put in some more effort just before we get to the finals. Already, we're in the closed group, and we want to see your tenacity. All right, we want to see your tenacity. And don't forget the prize, the grand prize, right? There's a prize and then there's a grand prize. So the grand prize is 1 million naira. That's huge, man. We could go. Love Lounge held last week Saturday, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. We had you had games, and we had speakers. We had 3 people speak. We had Mr. Emmanuel Christian, who is the founder of Ready for Marriage. Mr. Emmanuel Christian. We also had Mr. Presh Salau also got to speak at the Love Lounge. Also, we got to have Mr. Yusuf Lenge. We have Mr. Yusuf Lenge, amazing man. Also honored the invites to be here at the R4M studios, and we had a great time. We had people live with woman. We had some guys who some women toasted. We had some guys who toasted some women. Some agree, some no agree, right? So but it was a beautiful time. We got to learn. We also got to play games. We also had a karaoke. All right, we had the karaoke, and it was just fun. Those with the lovely voice, and those with the very husky voice, right? So, but it was fun. It was fun. We also got to play games like dance with your crush. So we had people with them. It was just a beautiful atmosphere, having to connect beyond an online meeting, having to have people talk, connect, exchange numbers, exchange ideas on site here in the R4M studios, right? So if you also want to come around the R4M studios, our studios are open to you. We also rent out spaces. We rent out spaces for podcasts. If you also want to, you have something to talk about, we have spaces for you. We have state-of-the-art gadgets right here. We have amazing cameramen who are going to be doing a very good job. And if you want to go a mile extra for editing, we also have a good editor to help you with your work. So also, if you Yeah, let me just run through all of this. Also, if you're getting married already, you have a date set and you need photography, professional photography services, R4M actually has that covered for you as well. All right. So, yeah, as low as 50K, yes, we get to cover your event photography. I think that's about it. That's about what we have. That's about the notices that we have for tonight. Yeah, let's dive. Let's dive into the topic. Let's dive into the topic. Into the topic. Into the topic. Let's dive into the topic. And the topic tonight is what makes you feel special in a relationship. What makes you feel special in a relationship? What makes you feel special in a relationship? This goes to tell me that it is not just good enough that you are in a relationship. You have to enjoy that relationship. And one of the ways that you can enjoy that relationship is for you to actually, what's the word now? To feel special. There's no way you will be happy in a relationship and you don't feel special. All right. So you're going to be sharing with us. I'm also going to be sharing my ideas, but I really would love to hear from you in the comment section. So get your phones, begin to type in the comment section. Let us know what makes you feel special as a woman, what makes you feel special as a woman, what makes you feel special as a man when you are in qualified, a romantic relationship. All right. If you haven't been in a romantic relationship, like someone was lying to me about an hour ago that he has never been in a relationship, but he has two besties. Well, let's not go there. So yeah, if you've never been in a relationship, a romantic relationship, you can also share with us a platonic relationship. So it's not just about man and a woman. You know, it could be, it could be man and man, woman to woman. All right. We're straight here. We don't do those things. We're straight here, right? But you could share with us that there's something that makes you feel special. There's something that makes you go, if you're a lady, there's something that makes you go, oh, you know. And if you're a guy, there's something that makes you, if you're in a romantic relationship with someone and do something very nice for you, there's something that makes you say, I'm going to wife her. You know, this one is for keeps. I'm going to wife her. So, very important that we get to share, all right? Please, we get to share. I'll be checking out in the comments section. Okay. We didn't have anyone yet on, or perhaps it's just my network. I think it's just my network, all right? So, for those who really know me, I think they already know a major thing that makes me feel special in a relationship. Whatever kind of relationship, whether it's platonic, whether it's romantic, there's something that makes me feel special. If you do this thing, you know, this one will be 7 points to win a man's heart. No, there's this one thing. If you fail at other things and I don't feel special, there's this one thing. If you do it for me, I might just marry you. All right. So yeah, this sounds like I'm doing adverts for myself, but no, I'm just being real with you. There's just this one thing that if you do it, we're good to go. All right. So I'm still waiting for us. Okay. So we have the first person on Facebook. He goes with, hey, farms, you my farm. There will no farm on your head. No, there will no farm on your head. Yeah, we have Paul Toloronju. Paul says, it's good to be here once again. Yes, it's good to have you here once again, Paul Toloronju. He said, network is really not friendly today, my brother. Now, Reno, you know, there's this cobweb that is covering the network mast. So once rain touches it, and the cobweb actually is not an insulator, it's a conductor of electricity. So once rain touches that cobweb and it touches the mast, you'll be doing zzz. So now they make this network will fluctuate. So let's pray hard that we have people join in the live tonight. Very important. We like to learn, we like to hear from you. All right. So Paul has something to say. All right. So Paul says, well, what makes me feel special in a relationship is attention. Woo! Paul, Paul said, attention. 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 But I never hear man say, attention, I using the way I feel special for my life. I said only women they like attention. I didn't know. See, that's why you should come on the life. That's why you should come on the life, because you will hear things, you will learn things. Me, I didn't know. Okay, so could it just be that, Paul? Could it just be that you are could it be that your primary love language is quality time? Either quality time or words of affirmation. You no go past one of those two. But thank you for sharing with us, Paul. So Paul says, what makes him feel special in a relationship, whatever kind of relationship, is attention. And trust me, guys, attention is a big deal. Attention is a very, very huge big deal. Very, very big deal. Extremely, extremely huge. I mean, it was, what's his name now? It was Pastor Femi Lazarus who was talking, and he said, attention breeds affection. You can't talk about having affection if you don't give attention. Attention is the seed that births affection. Okay, so you sometimes see a lady say, I don't like that guy. He's not my type. But then she has a need, and then the guy helps her out, renders some kind of services, at a point where she really needs someone. And then before you know it, they're beginning to talk. Before you know it, they exchange numbers. Before you know it, she's like, bro, what's up? Are you free? I cooked, oh. Are you hungry? And he's like, just bachelors now. Oh, now you know me with job this morning, no. Okay, you can come around now. Let's share my food. Before you know, the guy is just there for her. He's helping her if she's a student. He's helping her with assignments. If it's work, he's probably helping her if she's an architect. And he's probably an architect. He's helping her draw. I mean, he's just there. He's just present, right? He's just present. Sometimes ladies don't ask for too much. Sometimes they just need a man who is present. And our world today is quite demanding. So we have men a little bit absent. But then, we're trying. We try. So attention, that's very key. So Paul says attention. So someone is asking me, what is that thing that you said makes you feel special in a relationship, any kind of relationship? I really wish my people were watching this so they would help me tell the public what is that very thing that I consider that makes me special as a person. However, my people are not here yet online, so I'm just going to go ahead and spill, all right? So for me, it's not, the first thing is not giving me gift too. Even the attention bar, if you're not even giving me attention and you give me this thing I want to mention, I will manage. With your busy schedule, I'll manage. So there's this very amazing thing that I love. And what is this thing? Paul, are you ready to hear what this thing is? And the beautiful part is this thing that makes me feel special in a relationship is what both a man and a woman can actually give. A boy or a girl can give. A man, a woman can give. Any kind of relationship. So I'm just trying to tell you that I am not high maintenance. In case, please, you want us to marry, I'm not high maintenance. So what is this thing that makes me feel special? One of those things, which is a major thing for me. If I tell you this thing, it will be like saying a joke, but not true. What makes me feel special, whether it's a romantic relationship or not, but especially a romantic relationship, is I know they do drum roll for this studio. What makes me feel special? It's not text message, oh. And you send me text, say, I'm thinking of you. I appreciate it, but that's not it. What makes me feel special in a relationship is when you take the time, not buy, but when you take the time to make me pancakes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Obi mu na tom ni 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 ni, oh na tom ni 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 ni. Obi mu na tom, obi mu na tom, obi mu na tom ni 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 ni. Hey, if Paul, did you write it or is when I said it? You typed it. If you give me pancakes, you have broken my mumu button. The building, she's online. All right. See, sounds like just the you find gay. Hey, prolific and find gay. All right. Precious Annie says, has this to say. She said, well, yes. Attention. Time to be available. Not I'm always busy with this or that. Wait, Auntie Avex. So, bro, if you're watching this and you're on the live show and you are, please read her comment too and adjust. Precious says, attention does it for her, all right? She says, time is everything. She just wants somebody that is available. She wants somebody that is available, all right? Time does it, attention does it for her, all right? So, thank you so much, Precious, for sharing with us. All right, she say she know one man will be say any small thing. I'm busy with this. I'm busy with that. I just like Nigerian expressions. It's just beautiful, you know. It's just beautiful. So I'm back on YouTube. Okay, so we don't have Aboki tonight on YouTube. What's happening? We don't have Idea 360 Hub. Idea 360 Hub. Your fans are hailing. Your fans are wailing. We are crying. We have not seen you for 2 days. We hope you're okay. We hope you're okay. If you get to watch this much later, please let us know if you're okay. Ideas 360 Hub. We really do appreciate you here from the R4M studios. All right. So I'll just stick to Facebook. I'll go back to Facebook. It looks like our Facebook that happens. So Paul Toloronju says pancakes is what does it for me. Paul, don't be doing expos because I said it, you not typed it. All right, you did not know. Ooh, you did not know. All right, so it's important that you know what it is that makes your partner special, feel special. You know, we've talked about this before, how we have a tendency, right, to love people based on our own personal our own personal love language, and it's not nice, right? So you have somebody loving someone and he's wondering, why is my partner not feeling loved? You feel like you're doing so much, you're giving so much, and your partner is not feeling loved because you're loving your partner based on your own love language, what you understand to mean as love. While your partner is there waiting on you, and you probably, you're not present, right? Like Precious just shared with us that she likes a man who is present. So you're not present. You're not present and you're sending gifts. You're in the same town, same locality, but you're almost always at work. You're almost all guilty of this thing, You're almost always at work. So you're just sending gifts, but you don't make time for her. Now, when I say make time, it doesn't mean you come and stay all day. It doesn't mean you see her 7 times, a week, 7 days a week. No, that's not what we're saying. But there's just something about spending quality time. Spending quality time. So if your woman, as a man, if your woman believes or loves or feels special when you give her attention, right? And you choose to be loving her with gifts, she will collect it. But you still leave a vacuum. You still leave a vacuum, and that way you're doing what you know to do without having to ask her. So having to ask and not assume has a way of just shortening your journey, really. Instead of doing what I feel, right? What I feel your partner is going to enjoy. Why don't you just go ahead, have conversation and ask? And this thing about conversation is really something we need to look into, because we have a lot of people who claim to be in a relationship, but they really don't have quality conversations. You're in a relationship and you don't know your partner. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. So I think understanding what your partner wants and doing it will help you. It will help you to make your relationship journey easy. All right. So yeah, I talked about pancakes, and trust me, that's not on a lighter note, because even on my professional and my formal profiles, I have that included. It's very important. I'm pancake free. I love pancake. All right. But beyond that, making me priority is another thing that makes me feel special, which we could also say is attention. Because when you give someone quality time, attention, it means you make them priority. So there's so many options. There's so much to distract you, get your attention. There's so much that is beckoning. And the truth is, a lot of men are genuinely busy. That's the truth. A lot of men are genuinely busy. But then, if you're an extremely busy person, it is imperative that before you go into a relationship, you make your man or your woman know that, hey, this is what my schedule is like. Are you sure you can cope? It's not that you give an impression that I will always be there for you. Then you get into the relationship and then you are absent, right? So that's the thing. That's the dynamics that a lot of people don't appreciate. They really don't appreciate. And sometimes when people begin to say, I'm busy, you just begin, so it breeds, the busy thing is a breeding ground for suspicion. So you begin to think, oh, this man or this woman is beginning to get distracted by some other man or woman. And that's why they're suddenly telling me. But if I knew from the onset that you have a very tight schedule and I decide to be in a relationship with you, then I have to adjust. And you with the tight schedule, it doesn't mean they don't agree for me, so deal with it. I have it tight. No. Relationship, love itself is about compromise. Love is about meeting the other person somewhere in the middle. Love is not about you standing where you are and expecting the other person to come meet you. And I see this a lot of times. I see this with ladies, I see this with men. They tell you stuff like, hey, this is who I am, deal with it. I'm not changing for you. No. Love, you meet, it's compromise. It's more like rub my back and I rub your back, right? And it's not just that compromise in relationship does not make you a people pleaser. That's another thing I need to bring out. Compromise in relationship does not make you a people pleaser. It's just like a woman submitting to her husband. You are not submitting to men. You're submitting to your husband, your singular. So I'm going into a compromise with someone I love, that I want to have a relationship with and live the rest of my life with. But I'm not having this compromise with every single Tom, Dick, and Harry. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying you're finding a special person. You're going to be committed to this person. You're going to pour your time, your energy, your resources, right, to this person. But you can't afford to say, don't touch me. This is how I am. I'm not going to bend. I'm not going to change for you. It doesn't work that way, right? So for me, Pancakes does it. Making me a priority does it, which is about the same thing we're talking about, attention. And then surprises. I love surprises. Now, okay, so this is on a lighter note. Now, if you are a player, you might not like surprises. If you're a player, you might not like surprises because if your hand clean, you have nothing to hide. But you're a player, you tell your woman to call you 3 weeks before she will come and visit you. And you're in the same state too. Do you understand? You're in the same state. It's not like she's traveling to come as you know. She's like, say, 30 minutes from your house. She lives 30 minutes from your house. But you are telling her, it's more like you're almost saying she should write letter with letterhead and stamp. Before she comes, she has to give you notice 2 weeks ahead. If she's traveling, that's a different thing. But so players don't really like surprises because they're scared. They're scared that the lady comes around and then she sees another lady. Truth is, if I'm dating someone and she comes around without notice and she meets another lady, so as long as you don't meet me on top of a woman is not on top of me, there's really not a big deal. So, but what am I saying? What I'm saying is, I love surprises. Someone else person might say, I don't like surprises. As long as it doesn't give me heart attack for me, I'm good. I love surprises. I love surprises probably because I'm a spontaneous person, right? I love surprises. And surprises has a way of your relationship. It has a way of adding flavor to your relationship because your partner can be working, doing a routine work, 8 to 5 job, has a routine, and then comes back to you, and you guys have a routine kind of relationship. She can always predict what you will do. He can always predict what you will say. Let me even tell you something about routine. Routine is not just even about activities. Routine is also about conversations. Sometimes you just twist conversations. Sometimes you just be sarcastic. Sometimes you just don't do that thing that they always expect you to do or say. All right, don't always do that thing. So it is important that you're able to have a twist. It's important that you're able to have surprise. It's have an element of surprise in your relationship. It has a way of just boosting your relationship. Okay. Also, oh, awesome. We have my friend Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Lucy, it's good to have you. It's good to have you, Lucy. All right. So Lucy says 30 minutes away, and I should call. Okay. Aha. This is yes. So Lucy is responding to what I just said, guys. Lucy is just responding to what I said. Lucy says 30 minutes away, and I should call you, huh? Exactly. So we're saying the same thing, Lucy. I mean, you're living 30 minutes away, and you want me to call you and always give you a heads up. Yeah, I understand that. It's okay. Don't get me wrong. It's okay for you to call your partner, babe, what's up? Are you home? So that you don't go and you meet his absence. Babe, are you home? Babe, are you home? Right? Babe, are you home? I'm coming over. Just so I don't meet your absence. That's different. All right? That's different. Or babe, it's a different thing if you call and you're like, babe, I'm in the supermarket right now. Is there anything you want me to get for you? That's different. All right? That's different. But I have to, in fact, if I have to always, underline the word always, if I have to always have to tell you when I'm coming, then there's something suspicious. But let's leave that for another day, all right? So Paul Toloronji has something else to say. Paul says, I don't really like surprises, oh. The number of O that you even put makes you a suspect. He says, I don't really like surprises, oh, but I'm always happy when ladies surprises me. Shegeyaro. We never say man or woman, say ladies. Okay. Says he's always happy when ladies surprises him. Positive ones, though. So, if your hands are clean, why would you don't even need to specify positive. Is there a negative surprise? If there's a negative surprise, it's the one that two of you created. Then it will now shock you. You now say, babe, you did not tell me. You say, but babe, when you were doing it, how will you say you were not expecting anything? And that kind of negative surprise. But anyway, that's just on a lighter note. So like surprises, but he wouldn't mind from ladies, and when it's a positive one. Buy me not a gift, not just a gift, a wristwatch. One more is a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. So I know for men, there are accessories that men are crazy about. There are things men are crazy about. Things like shoes, belts, wristwatch, few love rings. I'm not a ring fan. Sunshades, some like face cap, and then cars, of course. For me, wristwatch does it. I had this friend who got me a wristwatch, I think it was 2016, 15 or 16, 2016. And, if there's anything like that, my lycometer for her just skyrocketed. Because, see, for her, it was just a gift and move on. But for me, it was like, man, number one, the way I interpreted it was like, number one, for this lady to think about a wristwatch, she didn't just think about it as me being a man and something I love. She didn't even know I really loved it, right? But if you wear, in fact, on a general note, man or woman, on a general note, for me, when I see a person using wristwatch, I really respect that person. All right, I really respect that person. So just before the live show began, I didn't have my wristwatch on, and I felt naked. Something in my brain just kept telling me, "Guy, you're not dressed. You're not dressed. You're not dressed. You're not dressed." Until I remembered, oh, it's the wristwatch. So yeah, and this takes me back to what I said earlier on, that it is important that you don't love your partner or people. You don't love people based on your definition of love. Sometimes it is important you understand, see through their own lens. See through their lens. It was T.D. Jakes who said, intimacy. Intimacy simply means seeing into me. All right? Intimacy is seeing into me. So that is how you actually win the hearts of people. You don't win people's hearts by doing what you feel they should fall in love with. No, you do what appeals to them. That is how you win people's hearts. So intimate, and you really can't you can't get people's attention. You can't do those things that they actually like or love if you first of all don't understand their person, if you don't understand their love language, if you don't understand their temperament, if you don't understand what wears them a smile, there is absolutely no way you, in fact, if you do something that they don't really appreciate, if it's someone that really is a courteous person, they might just smile and say thank you, and that's the end. But you really don't win the person, and you keep wondering, why is my partner not responsive, right? So it is important that you see into a person. You have intimacy. When I talk about having intimacy, I'm not talking about sexual compatibility. No, I'm talking about having quality conversations, being able to see through beyond, of this person. It helps you. It helps you to really help the person. So sorry, Lucy. Lucy says she's having some form of network glitch. We really hope you'll be able to tune in quickly, Lucy. Really hope you'll be able to tune in quickly. God, the time just keeps running. Time just keeps running. And we're going to wrap up very soon. All right. So it's imperative that you see into a person. Another thing I consider that makes me feel special in a relationship, whatever kind of relationship. Another thing that makes me feel special is kind words. I'm a sucker for what's the word? I'm a sucker for courtesy. I'm a sucker for courtesy. I love and I believe in being courteous. I believe in respect. And let me take this opportunity to say this quickly, that we have a generation that don't believe in the culture of respect. Respect, let me just even say this. Respect is not even an African thing. Because when you say respect being an African thing, some people like, Eto, I know be African. Eto, I've lived in the US, or I live in the US. No. See, respect is part of, it's a way of life. All right? It's a way of life. So I don't think there's any sensible, normal, reasonable human being that will want to be spoken to carelessly, that will want to be spoken to rudely. I strongly doubt there's such a person who exists on the face of the earth that would want to be spoken to rudely. I really don't think so. So that very thing that you wouldn't want people to do to you, why don't you do it to others? Why don't you do it to others? So we have people who think, and please, with all due respect, no shades, no attack on the female gender, but you have, and it goes both ways, both the male and the female. But I've seen it more with females, with the female gender, where you mistake confidence for rudeness, and it's really sad. Yeah, there are also men who are just. There are men who are, their attitude, permit me, their attitude is like puke. Yeah, there are men whose attitude is like puke. They're not even on a high horse. They are riding on the moon. They use the moon as their horse. So yeah, so it's not a gender thing. But I've seen more of ladies who, and I see more with ladies who probably were so overprotected in the home. And then they probably got to the university and they got some level of freedom and they went haywire and all that. And in a bid to find yourself and build your self-esteem, you don't know when you cross the line and you become rude to people. Sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, male, female, men, women, boys, girls, a lot of times we have people who are rude on default without provocation. So sometimes if you even provoked, that's different. But that you are rude by default is a matter of, I was going to say it's a state of emergency. It's a major concern. All right. So now you get into a relationship and you say, this is how I am. This is the way I talk. I don't care. I don't give a Omo, you're never ready. You're never ready. So if kind words, if not even just kind words, if speaking softly to your partner is something that makes them feel special, please do it. Please do it. Don't say, "Oh no, I don't like the mushy thing." I don't like the mushy thing. You don't like the mushy thing, and you're wondering why your partner is distant from you. Duh. It's partnership. It's compromise. You're meeting somewhere in the middle. So, especially men who don't like to express emotions, especially men who, and I'm not faulting men, okay? But especially men, a lot of men have been battered, just as women have been. A lot of men have been battered growing up. So you have men, either they've opened up and they were betrayed and they were hurt, and so they just bottle up their emotions and all that. So it could be difficult, and it takes a very patient woman who is loving to help such men to bring that expression that they've been hiding. So if you're a one-liner, if you're a man of one word, and your woman wants you to always compliment her dress, baby, have fun now, baby. What do you think about the dress? You don't go, I beg, enter the car. Let's get out of here. That's unkind. It won't take you 5 seconds to give her a compliment. I mean, she's demanding a compliment from you. How would you feel if you go for a party with your woman and she's demanding for compliments from another guy? Of course, you're going to get jealous. So, what are we saying? So, sometimes we're even leaving vacuums and we're wondering why somebody is intruding. It's because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. All right. So, that's even for the men who are not verbally expressive. But let's flip the coin. If you're a woman also, right? And your man is, he's closing from work and you insist that he has to come through your house. Your house is on one extreme, his house is on one extreme. He's tired and he's keeping you posted about how his job is going, how his boss is stressing him, how he's running 3 projects and all of that. And then you still insist that, babe, to prove you love me, you must come to the house today. Baby, I'm having a headache. Can I just get a nap and I'll call you later? No, babe, if you don't come to the house, forget this relationship. You begin to blackmail him. Then he now shows up. Guess what? He now shows up with the headache from work. You did not even cook. Somebody now says, am I his wife? That's if you are dating. Am I his wife? Hello, you don't have to be his wife. You are the one who wants to see him. You meet each other halfway. You want to see him. You want company. You probably have something bugging you that you want to talk with him about. It is not a big deal if you cook for your man after work. Now you want to make it come out, Labi. And then there's this entitlement mentality that says, that a man says, I'm the man. You have to serve me. More like be a slave. Wash this, cook. No, that's not what we're saying. There's also the entitlement mentality from a woman that says, my own are to chop money, your own are to make the money. Your money na our money, my money na my money. That's not love. All right? That's not love. That's not how it works. So, being kind, both in your words and in your gestures, it's a way of making your partner feel loved, feel special. All right? Okay, I said so much. Precious, thank you for sharing with us. Please, we'd like for you to share one more before we call it a night. We're already running out of time, and we're going to have to draw the curtains very soon. So please share with us, Precious. Share with us also, Lucy. I know your network is a little bit challenged, but we're still here for a few minutes, all right? We're here for a few minutes before we round off. All right, so I've listed for my own personal, Paul came online and he told us that attention does it. Attention is everything for him. Precious also came online and she said attention is just so beautiful for her. All right, and then I began by saying that pancakes is, as a matter of fact, I think I should write about pancakes tomorrow. Pancakes is my love language. Right, pancake is my love language, right? So yeah. And then I also went ahead to talk about surprises. Surprises makes me feel special. All right. Surprises, why does it even make me feel special? It makes me feel special because it means, it takes a lot to surprise though. It takes a lot to surprise. You are thinking, so in surprising the person, You are thinking how the person is thinking. Then you are thinking another thinking that has to counter that person's thinking. That's how you can achieve that surprise. You can't be thinking how your partner is thinking and you will surprise him or her. You have to know how your partner is thinking. Then you will think that thinking. When you think that thinking, you will not think a thinking that is not the thinking of your thinking partner. Oh, I'm on fire. Are you guys following me? That's how surprises. So that is one of the things, that is one of the qualities that makes surprises a big deal. The fact that my partner is thinking my thinking and now embraces a new way of thinking that my thinking is not thinking, to now boycott me, corner me, and colobi me. Oh no, what is wrong with me? All right, so you give your partner some level of kudos. All right, you give them a kudos like, man, you mean you went all the way, you planned this. Sometimes you even have partners who would call your friends, call your secondary school, your primary school, classmates, just to surprise you. And then these are people you've probably been talking about, you want to meet them, you don't know how they're faring. And then they all show up on your birthday. Sometimes you don't also have to wait till birthdays. I dated this lady, beautiful, lovely, very lovely relationship. I dated this lady. Abutu, if they watch this thing, I never forgive you. I had this time in my life where I had this lovely lady and she lives for surprise. As a matter of fact, she was an event planner. So surprises is a natural thing for her. So she traveled 4 hours. All right, 4 hours. As a matter of fact, I was going to work. Then I was a teacher. I was going to work. My life. So this was my routine. So I sleep by 2 a.m. I wake up by 5:30. I get ready for work. 6:30, I'm out of the house. I'm at work by 7:30. I work till 10. Break time is 10. Now, my break time, I don't use it to eat. I use it to prepare for my next job. So I prepare 10 to 10:20. Then the remaining 10 minutes, I use it for my break. Then when I close from work, right, I now go to my second job, which is the ration, right, which is 3. I get to work by 3. My program is 4 to 5. So I run my program 4 to 5. Then I leave that radio station. I go to the second radio station for my third job this time around, which is 6:30 to 7:30 program. So I run 6:30 to 7:30. Then I walk home. The time I used to walk home is my personal time to think, breathe, listen to music. When I get home, I start cooking. When I'm done with cooking, I relax, I write, I see whatever I need to see. By 10, I start writing. So this particular year, this was 2017, I was doing a project with Teflon International, and it was beautiful. So I would start writing or doing the plan for that night from 10 to midnight. Then once it's midnight, I enter my 4th job, which is to Skype. So we're Skyping, that was my job. So we Skype, we'll have meetings, yada yada. So we Skype from 12 to 2. That was my life. And then some weekends from work, from teaching, some weekends, I have my bag in the class and then I will carry my bag and I'm traveling to another state to go and MC a wedding. I had a life. Then in that same year, I got a movie role. So I'm reading and I'm trying to make lesson notes. I'm also learning scripts for movie. I'm also creating content for radio. I had a life. So I said all that for you to appreciate the efforts this lady made. So what she did was she got my neighbor's number, who is my friend Abutu Morris. She got his number, planned with him. So Morris knows where I keep my keys. So I'm going to work 7 a.m. We video chat, we talk normal. She dey house. She's like, baby, I'm in a rush. I'm going to work. You're delaying me. I said, oh, yeah, no vex. I just miss your face. I say until they come, travel 4 hours to come meet me. So I go to work. I was now in the radio station in the afternoon. My friend calls me and is like, he has an emergency. I was like, what's up? Call so person. Like, no, guy, you guys dey here. Waiting to happen, Baba. I don't understand myself. Be like, I know they breathe. I leave work. I blew bike and I go home. Now I passed my own door, those was just not so far. I passed my own door and I rushed to his room. So all the while they were, talking with me. Meanwhile, I now call this babe. They tell her, say, Omo, my guy where he's not feeling fine. She's like, what's wrong? Because why you even calling me? Are you not supposed to be at work? It's like, Omo, I had to leave work. The guy says his life and death. Idiot boy. Irish. Chamo. Nothing do Chamo. Chamo was like, he was like, still doing, it's in the hookah. I said, Moko go hospital. Say, you drop your bag, then you come back. I said, but guy, you are dying. It's no go come on, she go. I just open. You know how surprise birthdays are? You just open the this kind, ta-da! And it was a live. I can't remember. I think it was Facebook or IG. I can't remember. Now, this is it. She don't they make mouth say, this prolific saying they make mouth say they no feel surprised. I go shock her. So she shocked me. As I just entered the room, almost I was on live. I can't remember if it was IG or Facebook. I can't remember. But I was on live. All her friends, all our mutual friends were laughing. Almost I was confused. But beyond that, she brought me gifts. See, it was so beautiful, ba. She bought me belt. She bought me wristwatch. She brought me cake. I'm like, see, because of that thing, ba, I went and I bought a brand new cup for water. I bought it, and I respect her so much that cup, I never used it till I left that house. I bought it for just her. When she was going to leave, I'm like, oh yeah, carry your cup. Like, no, keep it and be remembering me. Like, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. So another thing about gifting people and surprising people, we're already out of time. Gifting people and surprising people is the fact that you also have to be thoughtful. You don't just gift people and expect them to be jumping all over you. Give them things that they love that will also help them. All right. I also have an amazing, amazing human in my life, an amazing friend who also shocked me because I thought I couldn't be surprised. But she shocked me on my birthday. And she got me a bag at a time in my life where I was always traveling. One of my nicknames is Man on a Mission. I was always on the move. So at that point, buying me biro no go cut am. Buying me microphone might be good, but it wasn't as beautiful as buying me a bag. All right, so wow, we're really out of time. This is all we can take for tonight. If you're joining this live show, please do well also to share it. All right, please share so other people can learn, and also please feel free to comment. We can always come back and read your comments and respond to your comments. All right, thank you so much. I want to say a very big thank you to Precious Annie. I want to say a very big thank you to Paul Tolonju, Lucy Blessed. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for staying on the program. We really apologize, Lucy, for your network challenge. Hopefully tomorrow your network is going to be a lot better. So yeah, this is all we can take for tonight from the R4M studios. On behalf of the management and staff, I want to say a very big thank you. You make it possible, you make it fun because you show up every night. Monday to Saturday, we're here. I remain prolific. Have a pleasant night's rest. Thank you.